Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to post this update. These are some clips that I got from the fire that I presented last night that happened right by me. This is again the fire that's in Arlington Heights, Illinois. Just sharing updates.
I want to bring you some breaking news right now. Take a look at this. Chopper 7 is over a massive apartment fire. Not a whole lot of information coming in to the newsroom right now. We do know that this is happening in Arlington Heights. We have been watching this live picture just for the last few minutes. A huge response by the emergency crews there, and we can see these flames just shooting out of that apartment building.
That one roof is gone right there. Multiple fire departments assisting in this. It is a huge first responder response by so many when we pull out. And there's the flames on the roof. And Jude, you were noticing as we were watching just a minute ago here, there are a lot of displaced people standing outside as they watch firefighters try and get control of this blaze. This is a big apartment complex, and we're trying to get more information from authorities on what exactly is going on, how many people may be displaced. But right now, this is an active fire. Doesn't look like it's under control. While you think that's a power flash, I think those are flashlights. It's hard to tell.
Greg is also watching this picture with us.
Greg, tell us about the wind, though, because that certainly is not helping things.
No, it is definitely not helping things. And I mean, you can tell that they're definitely taking that defensive posture now, too. Oh, you're right. There's the flashlight there kind of through the smoke because the building's collapsed there. So I think they're just trying to make sure it doesn't spread at this point, would be the...
Right, we were watching the flames really engulfing the second and third floors there. It looks like it may be a 3-story building or a 4-story building. Just look at all of that black smoke coming from the roof there. A lot of responders on the ground there, as Rob was saying, that we do see a lot of people standing around, presuming that many of the residents have been evacuated. We have no word right now on any injuries or if anybody is trapped inside this building. We'll continue to watch the situation, wait for more information, and bring that to you as soon as we have it.
Cheryl and Rob, fire officials say the cause is under investigation. However, we spoke with a woman who says the fire started in her apartment. She told us that she was cooking dinner for her family, took her eyes off the stove for a second, and in that second, a fire erupted and spread fast. Tatiana Moore had dinner cooking on the stove for her 2 children.
I took my outfit for 1 second, and next thing I know, it's a fire.
The flames, Tatiana says, quickly consumed her stove, home, and then spread to multiple units.
I tried to get the extinguisher, and I was calling the ambulance and trying to knock on the neighbors' doors to get them out so they could get out. And it just spiraled out of control.
Charlie Sullivan, the building manager, lives on the bottom floor. He had just finished his dinner when he heard screaming.
And next thing I know, somebody was banging on my window. And I said, what's going on out here? When I came out of my apartment, there was nothing but black smoke. Pushed the door open, it was all over, it was everywhere, you know.
Chopper 7 capturing the huge flames from above. The building off West Nichols Road had fire and thick smoke billowing from the roof. Multiple agencies responding to the scene in bitterly cold temperatures. Charlie says he and the 6 other families who live here won't be able to return home tonight. For Tatiana, she says there's no home to return to.
I have to start all over with myself and my kids. I just...
It's absolutely heartbreaking tonight. Fire officials say multiple people were evaluated at the scene and at least 3 people were transported to local hospitals for minor injuries. They also tell me that the building now has been deemed uninhabitable. The American Red Cross is on the scene assisting those residents who have been displaced right now.
Breaking news now in the northwest suburbs. This drone video shows the damage left behind by a large fire at an Arlington Heights apartment building. Our Charlie DeMar is there live tonight. Charlie, you spoke to neighbors forced out of their homes.
And Erica, good evening. This fire started just before 7, and as you can see, there are several fire departments still on scene, still dumping water on this fire. We are told that the fire is under control, but they are still trying to get control of some of these hot spots. As many as 20 residents have been displaced from 6 different units. Tonight, fire ripped through this Arlington Heights apartment complex, destroying residences, leaving tenants out in the cold.
They're working on getting you guys a warming bus?
It started in my apartment. I was cooking, I was having an electric stove. I was cooking. The grease must have got too hot.
Tatiana Moore says she took her eye off the stove for a moment, and then flames filled her kitchen and quickly spread. They could eventually be seen through the roof of the apartment complex.
I'm pissed off. I'm upset. I'm angry. I'm heartbroken. I'm just happy that everybody is safe and they get out.
They're standing right in my patio, straight ahead to the left.
Charlie Sullivan was forced to watch his apartment of some 20 years filled with smoke and water from firefighters who worked for hours to get the flames under control.
Guys, get out of the house!
Next thing I know, somebody's banging on my window like crazy, and I was like, what the heck? So I come out here and I look, and they said, come outside, and I seen all this smoke in the hallway and everything. And
we were there as infants covered in blankets escaped safely from the fire. So did pets who reunited with owners.
It's unfortunate that it happened. I'm happy that nobody was hurt.
And as you can still see, firefighters are still working tonight in this bitter cold, high above this fire and that ladder, dumping water on those hot spots. Now, the Long Grove Fire Department tells us that 4 people were taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation, along with the Red Cross. The Lakewood Chapel was also out here tonight. It's a church nearby here in Arlington Heights. They say they are also opening their doors to anyone displaced. We are live in Arlington Heights. Charlie DeMar, CBS News, Chicago. Erica?
Charlie, thank you.
And this is the part that I had streamed live for everyone last night.
See, within, like you guys said, there's a lot of apartment complexes out there, so the last thing we want to do is say the wrong apartment complex.
Right, this is a huge
because it's a huge area, and there's multiple buildings there, and again, sometimes they're off by a little bit, but yeah, that does put it in that little sliver that's just off to the north end east of Lake Cook Road.
Yeah, and so Lake Cook Road is just north of this huge, this is a big, we've done stories. I was telling you, Judy, earlier, I think I've covered stories in this complex in the years past. Unfortunately, fires. I mean, there's so many people who live here. Sometimes these fires will start accidentally, and then the fire department has to make sure to try and gain control so nobody else is affected. But look at all those flashing lights. There is a lot of fire department and police personnel.
Absolutely. Again, if you are just joining us here on stream, we have been following this massive apartment fire in Arlington Heights for about the last 35 minutes now, watching huge flames just shooting out of the roof of that we believe to be maybe a 3 or 4 story apartment building. And as Chopper 7 zooms in just a little bit, you can see, as we have been saying, this is a pretty large apartment complex. It looks like the fire is contained to that one building that you see that they continue to attack from above with the ladder there. Just a little while ago, there was orange flames shooting out of that roof. So right now we're seeing a lot of white smoke. Hopefully that means good news, and they certainly are trying very hard to get a handle on this fire.
That would be the battle there, is to keep it from spreading to so many. There's so many units in this area. If the winds were, I mean, this could, it could have been so much worse as they get a handle on this.
Yeah, it could have. I just checked, the latest wind speed just came in at the top of the hour, and it's about 20 miles per hour out of the north. So, I mean, that's not ideal,
No.
but the biggest concern is the wind chill of people standing outside who ran out in their boxer shorts or whatever they had on, no shoes.
Jackets,
Right. So, but it looks like there's plenty of friends and family around there that can
I hope so, yeah. And we got to worry about that freezing over.
Yes.
It might be dangerous in that parking lot. Thanks to Chopper 7 for rolling with us here and really setting the scene, showing us what's going on, because we're trying, like the rest of you at home, to figure out exactly. We're hoping there's no injuries, that there was no people in that unit when they finally realized that it was on fire. We're not hearing yes or no on injuries. We'll get that information for you as soon as we can tonight, and we'll plan. This is likely going to be our top story tonight on the news at 10.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We will have more for you tonight on Eyewitness News at 10 o'clock over on ABC 7.